Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in Ethiopia, where he's campaigning to win support from African nations for Canada's bid to win a Security Council seat. Our chief political correspondent David Akin is traveling with the Prime Minister and reports that Canada isn't the only country campaigning in Africa right now.
The 55 members of the African Union hold a summit twice a year, and at this one, for the very first time, a Canadian Prime Minister addressed the gathering.
Today, as part of Canada's increased support to the African Union, I'm pleased to announce that we will provide $10 million to help build the capacity of the African Union Commission to advance gender equality.
The applause for that promise of $10 million was the start of Justin Trudeau's day. He finished at a panel discussion on the so-called blue economy. Those are economic activities based on ocean and lake resources, reminding his African hosts that 2 years ago, Canada promised to spend $100 million to help rid oceans of plastics and other waste. That's a theme important to African Union voters here.
Canada is ready to be your partner on a blue economy strategy for joint action for people right across Africa.
Those are the kind of financial commitments that are a key part of the campaign that Canada is mounting to win a seat at the United Nations Security Council, a seat that would give Canadian diplomats daily access to senior officials from the world's most powerful countries.
It's even more important right now when we're having trouble negotiating with the Chinese.
Chapnick is the author of A New History of Canada at the Security Council.
We'll be sitting beside them at the Security Council day in, day out for 2 years if we have a seat on the Council, and sometimes that's how diplomacy gets done.
But Canada is facing stiff competition from Ireland and Norway for the 2 spots that will come open in June. Indeed, 10 minutes after Trudeau wrapped up a meeting with Ethiopia's President Solberg, Norway's Prime Minister Erna Solberg pulled up at the presidential palace for her meeting with President Zode. Norway argues it has been a constant partner for Africa and spends 5 times more on foreign aid, relatively speaking, than Canada does.
Our difficulty now is a bit that we and Canada have a same approach, but maybe we've been a more steady partnership for the multilateralism for a long time.
Now, that's a bit of a dig at a line that Trudeau and his ministers once used to boast about their own foreign policy and criticize the Harper Conservatives. Remember, Canada is back? Well, Norway and Ireland are reminding UN voters that they never left. Robin?
David Akin in Ethiopia.